How's it going, everybody? It's Stas here, and oh boy, is it happening again. Holy crap, what a day it's been so far. Not necessarily for the indexes. I mean, the S&P, NASDAQ, Dow, they're having normal days, but some of these stocks today, we're going to talk about 5 or 6 in this video, they are going ape you know what. Ape you know what. Unbelievable. This is crazy. Bananas. So we got to get into it. Make sure you guys take a sip of your coffee. I just finished my coffee, so I'm wired up and ready to go. Make sure to go down below, get 2 free stocks from Webull as well, and get yourself $30 free from M1 Finance, and let's get right into the video. And again, this is nuts, guys. S&P's up 0.2%, NASDAQ's up 0.2%, Dow's up 0.1%. So again, like I said, normal day in the indexes. But when you look at some of these stocks, this is nuts. Starting off with Skills, ticker symbol SKLZ. You guys can see this one's up 35% today, up over $5.60 as of now, 1:15 p.m. on the East Coast. And by the looks of it, on the 4-hour chart, we are fully breaking out. We're above the moving averages. We're seeing a golden cross. The 50 SMA is crossing above the 180 SMA. And could you say short squeeze? I mean, gosh, look at this, 33% in a day. And based on Yahoo Finance right now, and who knows if this is accurate, I'm just giving you guys what I saw on Yahoo Finance, the short interest of the float, or the short percentage of the float as of May 14th is 25% roughly, and the short percentage of shares outstanding as of May 14th is roughly 18%. So when you're looking at Skills, this is by no means a company that isn't shorted, like Apple or like Google or like Amazon. And by isn't shorted, I mean, yes, people short every stock, but some stocks are more heavily shorted than others, right? Skills being way more heavily shorted than something like an Apple, an Amazon, or a Google, right? And rightfully so, considering the big tech names. In my opinion, if you're looking to short these long term, that's a very risky game. But Skills, hey, you can make a little bit more money shorting Skills, in my opinion, since it is more speculative and it's more prone to drawdowns. But anyway, as of now, 20 to 25% is the short interest roughly, and we're squeezing like crazy. So where is this going to go? At this point in time, we are pretty much above the big resistance. I wanted to see it break today at about 21.50. That was the high from the end of April. The fact that we broke out of that, it's a very good sign. But there's obviously a very big red sign, or a warning sign I'm seeing here, if you will, on the RSI. RSI is at 85 right now, so that might be a bit overbought. But overall, if we see consolidation above 21, 20, 22, roughly where we are right now, there could be more upside in this. There could be a push towards 23.70, which is now resistance. That was support back in the beginning of March through the end of March. Maybe it goes up to $26. That was support back in the end of January. So watch out for Skills, ticker symbol SKLZ. This is one that I personally do own some shares in, and I was buying this on the way down. So what are your thoughts on that one? Let me know down below. The next one here, which we called out in a recent video last week, is Workhorse. This one's up 14% today, up to almost $11 per share. And this one, like Skills, has a pretty high short interest. In fact, it's a lot higher than Skills' short interest. Workhorse's short interest is 41% right now. And again, we called this one out last week. And by the looks of it, we're short squeezing right now, and we're approaching a huge level of resistance. I mean, a huge level of resistance. Look at this, guys. $12. That was support all throughout the middle of February through the end of April. We held that like clockwork at about $11, $12. And, well, we didn't hold that in the beginning of May. We got all the way down to $7, making $11, $12 a big resistance. And, yeah, we're about to test it right now. Also right by the 180 SMA resistance here on the 4-hour chart. So I believe Workhorse it's in a funky spot, and I believe it could break out, could see some more upside if $12 were to break. So I wouldn't necessarily trade this until it broke 12. That's just me personally. I want to see that confirmation of buyers pushing through $12, because the last thing I want to happen is I buy Workhorse here, then I get stuck holding the bag, I get caught in Workhorse, and I mean, that's that. I would not want that to happen whatsoever. So for Workhorse, yeah, $12, we got to break that for more momentum to come, in my personal opinion. And Blink charging, holy crap, up 7% today. Not as crazy as a lot of the ones we're going to talk about today, but this is, this has a very high short interest, man. Oh my goodness, 35% short interest according to highshortinterest.com. And with today's big pop, you guys can see on the intraday chart, it went from 35 to about 38.50 really quick. We're talking about 45 minutes. That was a move of about, 7%, 8%, close to 10% there. This stuff moves fast. That's when you know that it's just a crazy market. This stuff moves very fast, and usually a lot of stocks in the market, they don't move like this, which is why it's so exciting seeing stocks like Blink, Workhorse, Skills, all these go crazy, and of course AMC, which we'll talk about later in this video. But as of now, Blink charging is breaking out of the downtrend. It's above the moving averages. We're about to see a golden cross, the 50 crossing above the 180 SMA here. And at this point in time, if I just quickly clear the set right here, the drawing set, what we notice is, again, like I said, a clear breakout. But what I want to show you all is the targets that I now have on Blink charging. The initial one I'm seeing right now is at about $42. That was resistance all throughout March, into April, also into the beginning of May a little bit. So I feel like now that we're breaking out, I believe this could go $40, $42. And at that point, I wouldn't be surprised if we did see some profit taking, whatever you want to call it, and we push back down a bit. But until then, again, I think this gap could be filled. So watch out for Blink, 35% short interest. Unbelievable. Fubo is another one, FUBO, 21% short interest. Not too shabby on that short interest there, guys. And now with today's breakout, look what's going on. We're above the moving averages. Golden cross is what we're seeing as well here on Fubo. And the inverse head and shoulders playing out. We have the left shoulder here, the head, the right shoulder right here. And the fact that we broke $26, that was the high a couple trading days ago. That is a huge confirming sign that the uptrend is continuing and that this inverse head and shoulder wants to complete itself. And you may be asking yourself, Stas, where would this inverse head and shoulder, where could it get to? Well, I'm thinking mid-30s and probably followed by $43 to $45. And why do I say that? Well, look at this. Back in the middle of March, we struggled at about $34. So I'm going to draw that trend line out to the right. That would be the next gap to fill. And after that, we see again 40, 45, mid-40s, like I said. And that was the high point from the beginning of March. So now that the trend's changing, or turning rather, momentum is shifting back to the upside. We're seeing the golden cross. We broke above 26, the high from a couple days ago, and the low point from a couple months ago. These are great signs that we want to go higher. And today's 15% day up $3.60. That is telling me momentum is shifting. Bulls want to go higher. And yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Fubo consolidated a bit, was a bit choppy here, but ultimately got up to about $34, $35. That would not surprise me whatsoever. So watch out for Fubo, ticker symbol FUBO. And I'm not telling you guys to FU. I would never tell that to my subscribers. Come on now, guys. And the next one here is AMC, which I'm at a loss for words. I am at a loss for words right now. And I don't want you guys to roast me. I don't know. Is this a short squeeze? Is it not? I don't know. God forbid I say this is a short squeeze. You guys are going to rip me in the comments. No, Stas, it's not a short squeeze. The short squeeze is not here yet. Hold on, hold on. Every time I say AMC is squeezing, you guys get pissed off because you're always like, it's not the short squeeze. And who knows? This might not be the massive short squeeze yet, but let me tell you all, whether this is buying pressure, shorts covering, I don't know. One thing I do know for sure is the hedge funds are getting, and this makes me laugh. It's funny, and quite honestly, it's funny times we're living in, right? These hedge funds, what we know for sure is they are getting their faces smashed right now. They're getting bashed in so bad right now. It is just, it's comical, right? It's great to see the roles reversed. Usually they're screwing the retail investors, us, the retail traders. Hedge funds, the institutions, they're the ones laughing to the bank at the end of the day, right? They're the ones that get the last laugh a lot of the time. But in this case, no, it's they're getting their faces bashed right now, and I don't even want to know how much money the shorts lost today. Let's just say billions. I wouldn't even be surprised if it was decabillions of dollars lost, not only today but throughout the whole time here that AMC has been just moving like crazy. So at this point, we're seeing halts on AMC. Be very careful with that, and by that I mean if a stock moves up a certain percentage point very quick or moves down very quick in a certain percentage point, what happens is the stock gets halted for an amount of time. And there's different criteria for it. I forget off the top of my head. We're going to have to look at, the website here another time to see exactly, but it's 15 minutes halt followed by like 30 minutes or something like that. Go look it up. But every time it drops a certain percent, goes up a certain percent, it's going to get halted, and that is a very risky time period, especially if you're trading it, because if you get caught in during the halt and then they unhalt it and all of a sudden it crashes and it rebounds back up aggressively, you timing your trades is going to be very difficult. So keep that in mind. It's a real risk right now, especially the past couple of hours. As it's gone from 50 to 60, it got halted here, and then it dumped back down to about 51. That is what you got to be worried about. Now it's halted as we speak. It went to $72. Now it's at $59. It dropped 17% like that, and they halted it. So for all we know, once this gets unhalted this time around, it could very well shoot right back up, test $70. That is possible. That is the trend that we're on right now, and quite frankly, I wouldn't be surprised if that were to happen. But let's say we break 59 after the halt, it gets unhalted, whatever you want to call it. It might fill the gap down. If it breaks 59, mid-50s, low 50s, we might be going down to test the 180 SMA. And for you true apes out there, for you true diamond handers, that would be, in my opinion, right? This is all my opinion. Do your own research. That would be a decent dip. If it were to get back to the mid-40s, high 40s, somehow, some way, I don't know what's going to happen, but if that were to happen, I feel like that would be a decent dip. So overall, what do you think on AMC? This is insane. I'm mind blown, but then again, I'm not that surprised this is happening considering what we lived through a couple months ago with GameStop. So let me know your thoughts, guys, down below in the comments. Oh, almost forgot. One last one for today. SPCE. I'm not sure what the short interest is on this one, but this one's rebounding nonetheless, up 7% today after we saw a bit of a beatdown the past 2-3 trading days. This was $35, then it dropped down to about $30. Yesterday it got down to 28. Today, earlier, it was down almost under 28, but now we're breaking out. We're seeing a golden cross here on the 5-day, 5-minute. So I would be watching SPCE here to see if it could push back to those highs from 2 trading days ago. So overall, guys, that's it. I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, feel free to go down below, smash the like button, consider subscribing. Let me know your thoughts, as always, in the comment section, and feel free to check out my Patreon if you guys want my real real-time buys, sells, call-outs, a morning update video every day. And if you all want more access to me one-on-one, that's on Patreon, link down below. Or you guys can go to patreon.com/DasSurFest. That's patreon.com/DasSurFest. You could also get 2 free stocks from Webull. Those are valued up to $1,600 and $30 free from M1 Finance and $10 from Coinbase. That's literally free money. All of those are linked down below. Thanks again for watching. As always, guys, stay safe out there. Keep crushing the markets and don't FOMO. Try and avoid FOMO. I know it's hard, but at the end of the day, that is what makes, well, it's one of the things that makes a successful investor/trader over time. So I'll see you all later. Thanks again for tuning in. Peace out.